Live, and I'm also here with my good friend as we launch and debut our Chika and Christy Live. Now, Christy is out of Idaho, Christy Ruffner. Christy, thank you very much for being here tonight. I'm so excited. How are you?
I'm excited. I am really excited to be here, Chika. I really look forward to working with you. I think we really resonate well together, and we've got a lot of value to offer out there to our audience. So I'm happy to be here.
Great. Now, just I want to let you know that we did have some slight technical difficulties, and hence we're a little late tonight. But going forward, we are going to be broadcasting at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time every Tuesday without fail. Now, in the event that either of us can't be there, it will be one of us will have guest panelists, and we really want to bring a lot of value. We want these live events to be informative, engaging, educational. It will cover things like mindset, personal development, how you can go from where you are right now from zero to becoming a five-figure earner in whatever company you're in. Now, just an income disclaimer though, we do not guarantee any income claims, so we don't know what you will or will not do because we are certainly not typical, and our results will not be typical. And so if you do nothing, then obviously you're going to get nothing. You can do more and get way more. So just would like to make that quite clear. But Christy, if you'd like to just share now, I know you and I met in Denver at an event, and I had an interview there, and people will be able to see that on our page if they go there. But please tell the folks what we're going to be bringing here and some of the things that you know are up your sleeve for sure.
Well, we've got a lot of how-tos, obviously. I know in my experience with building my business, I get a lot of requests in my inbox about how to do this, how to do that. And obviously, we're on the same road of learning. We're definitely, we haven't arrived yet, and in my opinion, for me anyway, it's more sharing what I am learning as I go, and a lot of it is going to be mindset because quite frankly that is the foundation of what you should be building, because it starts from you, it comes from you, it's an inside out job. And but we're also going to be talking about really the nuts and bolts, how to market, how to blog, how to build relationships, social networking, internet marketing, network marketing. Those are all buzzwords, but they're all words that pertain to the very real aspect of building a business online. So that's, I think that's where what we're going to be all about.
Great. No, thank you, Christy. You touched many, many important points there because we really want to keep this informative, as Christy has mentioned, educational, and most of all, engaging. Now, she talks about mindset, and that is key because everything starts with the mind, because whatever the mind, can believe, and conceive that, it can definitely achieve. And we really want to make this light-hearted. We don't want a lot of fluff. We're not going to be just rambling on, and we're also going to be inviting some guest panelists, people who have other expertise, other expertise that perhaps we're either lacking or that we'd like to complement, and we'll bring them on there so that on here rather, so that they can share their experiences too, and we'll make it fun, lively, and engaging. And really, we don't want it to be too lengthy, because what you notice sometimes, time is just the one thing that you don't have excess of, okay? We're all living on borrowed time, so we want to respect not only your time, but obviously we have lives, we have things that we're doing, so this is just part of how we want to create value in this market space. Now, as I said, Christy and I have met before. I've interviewed her, which you will see that on our page, but what I do know about her is that she definitely loves to help people, and I believe that when you help enough people, you provide enough value, you in turn will get that back and more, so you'll get ultimately what you want. A good quote that comes to mind is one of Zig Ziglar's. He says, if you help enough people get what they want, then ultimately you will get what you want. Another famous philosopher, Jim Rohn, who I love to quote, he says, in order to be successful, you have to find a way to serve many people. And that's exactly what Christy and I are doing with these live weekly programs. This is our Christy and Chika Live. So I really just want to welcome the people here. I want you to stay tuned. I want you to look out for us every Tuesday. And, you know, as far as this program goes, Christy, tell me, what are your thoughts? I mean, no doubt we've been running around sort of like headless chickens in the past few days just to kick this off, but I know you have some great thoughts about it. Why don't you share those?
Well, Chika, you know, I think that we want to engage on a lot of different levels. We're going to have our fan page, our Facebook fan page, which I would like to provide the link for that. That'll be beneath the video here on the web page. You'll be able to click through on that and like that page. That will keep people sort of up to date on day-to-day activities, thoughts, inspirations, you know, just something to keep you motivated. But I think that really the whole point here is to help people continue to move forward. You can become so overwhelmed with all of the noise. If you're on Facebook or if you're on Twitter or any of these social networking sites get so noisy with everybody promoting what they're doing, and you get lost in it, and it becomes overwhelming, and you're like a deer caught in the headlights. You don't know which direction to go. And I think personally, what I want to try to do is what we want to try to do with this program that we're starting is to provide sort of a step-by-step what is the word that I want? Just to provide some direction so that you know from day to day that you can be productive. One of the things that Eben Pagan says is, you know, you wake up with a plan, and it's called a daily method of operation. Okay, and these are the types of things that we want to discuss. Okay, because these are the types of things that are going to produce results, not only personally. Okay, let's say you're starting an exercise program, you want to lose weight and you want to get fit. Well, you have to have a plan. You have to have a goal weight. You have to have a plan on how you're going to get to that goal weight, and then you have to implement that plan every single day. And the more you develop habits, then it's going to be easier for you to keep yourself motivated and keep yourself moving forward every day towards that end goal. So, you know, that's what I see us doing.
Great. So, no, thank you very much, Christy. I mean, you explained it better than I could, but really, folks, because if you think about this, as Confucius says, the journey of 1,000 leagues always starts with that first step. But in a journey, let's look at someone taking a journey on an airplane, for example, flying from, say, San Francisco to New York. There's several things that go towards planning that trip. I mean, from the pilot's pre-check, okay, to navigational, to the amount of fuel they have on board, to any other things that might crop up while they're in the air. And these are some of the things, as Christy has just explained, that we want to bring. So how do we break down you starting out, say, for example, in San Francisco on the West Coast, all right, to, say, New York on the East Coast, okay? What are the steps that are needed from a pilot's perspective to navigate that plane from San Francisco to New York? these are the things that we're going to break down. So as Christy alluded to, a daily method of operation. It's okay to do something one day and not the other day, but if you don't have that consistency, then you're not going to achieve your goal. If you're looking to earn a certain amount, what does that look like broken down? What are the steps that you need to take? And not only are we going to be outlining things like that, but some of all the other tips and tricks, marketing, if you like, not so much tricks, but more things that will help you, things that will enhance you, marketing strategies that will enable you to achieve the goal that we've set. So that's really what we want to bring, and we just want to make this different. And I'm really happy to have teamed up with Christy, because she's very dedicated. She's very knowledgeable. She's very technical, but also she loves to help people. And I think that's the reason why she and I got together for this live show. So we do hope that you will join us. Please, there is a fan page which you'll see on this page. Please go there, engage with us. Like us if you like our content, and we have a lot more coming, Christy. Now, as I said, this is just the inaugural. This is just the first one. We will be showing sharing, if you like, our content and some of the things that will be coming up in the following weeks. But this is just the first show, and just to give you a taste of what's to come. Christy, I know we started a bit late here. We don't want to keep this too long, but anything in wrapping up, just to summarize what we're about here. I mean, you've said quite a lot, but just some final thoughts from you, please.
Well, I think that if people are interested in engaging with us, again, I'll invite them to the fan page. Mm-hmm. I believe that we will be, this is going to be a planned episodes, probably maybe a month at a time. Mm-hmm. We'll have planned topics that will fit together to streamline. The real purpose here is to really start with the first step and move everybody forward together. Mm-hmm. And personally, I would like to see some ideas so we can give you some ideas as to where we're going with this. Mm-hmm. So that you can decide that, yeah, this is going to be worth a half an hour of my time. And that's about what we're going to try to keep it to. We're going to try to keep it to a half an hour. It's going to be as structured as possible to keep us on task. Mm-hmm. So that it is productive time for all of us. Mm-hmm. And basically, there'll be a little format, but at the same time, we have to realize that we're dealing with life and real-time situations here, and so there's necessarily going to be a little bit of fluidity there. Mm-hmm. It's going to depend sometimes on what's actually happening in the industry. If there's something that comes up that is just too exciting to not share, we might take a little side trip in that respect, but mm-hmm. I see this as being very productive time for anybody that wants to engage with us. If you're out there trying to build a business, and whoever you have joined in your business, if they're not being responsive to you, then this is somewhere where you can come and you can ask questions. There's going to be comments down below where you can ask questions, you can engage with us, and we will be active participants in getting those questions answered for you. If we don't know the answers ourselves, mm-hmm. we know where to get the answers, and that is something that we will do. Now, we are not here to hold hands or to do any of the work for you. We're here to empower you to move forward in your business on your own. So mm-hmm. be prepared to to take action on what you learn, because if you don't take action on it, then obviously it doesn't do any good. I mean, it's just like water off the duck's back. So I'd encourage you to be prepared to step forward in your business, because we will be giving you the golden nuggets to be able to do that. And it's going to be more than just flash in the pan. So
absolutely, Christy. Thanks for that. I mean, you've heard it here, folks. So we really want to bring a different style, a different vibe, if you like. But there will definitely be a lot of content, actionable content. There will be a lot of education, and there will also be some inspiration in the live shows that we'll be bringing to you. And as Christy said, if there are things that come up that we think are worthwhile, we'll share them with you. Any particular tools, anything that we're using that is advancing our business, and we know that if you use and use properly, can also advance your business. So that's really what we wanted to bring for today, and we're gearing up to really get cranking as from next week. Now, I know next week will be, let me have a look at the date here. Today is the 13th, so basically it's going to be the, I believe, the 20th, if my math serves me correctly, right?
That's absolutely right.
And we'll be going every week, and again, it is going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. on the West Coast, obviously, and all the time zones in between. I'm sure you can work it out. But no, Christy, this has been exciting. But I really look forward to us sharing and engaging people and providing content and just growing on our Facebook fan page and having some comments. I know there are a few people that I'd send this out to, and they obviously had wanted to join today. But I said, well, today we're just going to be sharing our vision and what we have for this call, and subsequently when we have people who have particular expertise or who can really add value, then we'll bring them on as panelists. But we don't want to make it too long. We're not going to have this over an hour. It should be 30 minutes or less.
30 to 45 minutes is what we're going to try to keep it to.
Yeah.
For sure, and absolutely not more than an hour, because once 6 o'clock rolls around, there's other activities that need to be participated in. So for sure, that'll keep us on task in the time department, which I think is important. People have busy lives and they have things to schedule, so I want them to be able to schedule around what we have available. I'll also say that these Hangouts will be recorded and they will be available on the website for the full week after the live content is shared, and then will be available on a recorded event page where you can go back if somebody joins us after the fact and they want to go back and sort of start from square one and work to catch up with us, then they can go back and watch those recordings. And so that's going to be available. But we're going to be here regardless, even if we're just talking to each other, because we have some valuable information to share, and we're going to get it out there regardless. So hope that you'll join us, and we'll come and meet us next Tuesday, 5 o'clock on the dot.
We will be there.
We'll be there.
Great stuff. No, great stuff.
All right.
All right. If you're done, Chrissy, you can actually end the broadcast. But that was the last word, folks. So please join us. Thank you for watching today's show. You might be probably watching a rerun or a broadcast, but recording. But we look forward to sharing our content, sharing our inspiration, and sharing our knowledge with you. And Christy, thanks for doing all this and coming out here today. I know we got off to a late start, had a few technical difficulties, but we're here nonetheless. Yeah.
Yep, it's all a learning experience. So that's the main thing, is that you can't be intimidated by the fact that you haven't done anything before, because the only way to learn is to do it. And so that's what we've done. This is our first maiden voyage, as Chika said, and we learned a lot from it, and next week will run smoother. And Chika, I just want to thank you for joining me and being a part of what we're doing, and I just want to say that it's a joy working with you, and I'll see you probably later on tonight and tomorrow to make plans for our next week's broadcast. So
Absolutely.
everybody have a good evening. It's been great chatting with you, and we'll see you next time. Signing
Okay.
out.
All right. Bye-bye now.